Hey everybody, it's Chef Todd Moore. We're back together again. I normally don't jump on here on Saturdays because I'm usually trying to take it easy. But first of all, I wanted to thank everybody for all my birthday wishes. It was so great to be away in Belize on vacation and have my phone going all day and seeing all the things that you were preparing for me. It really touched me and I was so glad to. And I saw a lot of discoveries as well. A lot of people saying I hadn't made this in a long time, or Chef Todd, thank you for inspiring me to go ahead and indulge myself, and then all I got to do is take a picture and then it's a gift for you. So that worked out really, really cool. So thank you very much for all the birthday gifts, because I was away on a tropical island on Ambergris Key in Belize, and one of the things that I wanted to bring back for you that I got there, it was so hot when we were there. It was just hot and sandy and salty and breezy. It was perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about it. It was really, really hot. And we did a lot of walking. I did a lot of snorkeling, spent some time in the water. And there's always an ability to cool off when you're on a tropical island like that. You can always jump in the water. It's fine. But look, I'm in downtown Baltimore today and it's 101 degrees Fahrenheit. Not Celsius, that would be, never mind. It's really hot here, so I can't just jump in the Baltimore Harbor. That's really not good for you. They say that you shouldn't let that water touch your skin, so I can't jump in the water like I did in Belize. What can I do to cool down? And the only thing I can really think of is good stuff in the mouth, right? So I got some watermelon from my local store, and I wanted to show you two things today. Number one, how I cut a watermelon, which I think is different than a lot of people, because I see people cut watermelons on YouTube and on television, and to me, they make a horrible mess out of it. I'm gonna show you an easier and less messy way. Then I'm gonna show you the secret cool down from Belize that I discovered, which is watermelon juice. Okay, because the video is titled watermelon juice, I couldn't suspend the anticipation any longer. So what we're going to do is go to this watermelon over here. I'll show you the different way that I cut it. Then we're going to make some watermelon juice, and I might even have a surprise for you at the end. So let's go back here to the cutting board. Now here's the difference. So many people will take either their chef's knife or they will take a small paring knife and they will run all the way under the watermelon and try and cut between the skin and the fruit. And first of all, that's really difficult to do because you've got a smile-shaped watermelon and a flat knife. So you really got to have some skill to be able to cut in this half-moon shape. And what you do is you wind up leaving a lot of the red on the green. Plus, once you get that piece off the rind, then it's all juicing all over the place and running all over the place. To me, it's a terrible mess. The way I like to clean watermelon is to cut it into slices first, the size of the cubes that I will want it to be. Okay? So then when I use my chef's knife and cut the slices that way, now I've got a flat surface to work off. It is a lot harder to cut something that's rocking like a boat all the time. And we talk about this when we cut onions, right? Am I too loud? Let's turn this down a little bit. So there we go. And we talk about this a lot when we cut onions. You don't ever want to cut the round side of an onion. That's very dangerous. The first thing you always want to do is make a flat surface. So having cut these slices of watermelon, I've got myself some nice flat surfaces to work off. Now I can use a knife that is a lot safer. Here's my paring knife. And in this instance, normally we hold the paring knife in a choke grip like this. There you go. Toward me, and I push items past the blade. So if I had strawberries, I'd be capping strawberries like that. But in this instance, I'm going to hold the paring knife like a pen or a pencil, and I'm going to draw a straight line in between the fruit and the skin, and look what I get. I get a really nice clean cut off the rind. Let's look there. Up, I left a little bit, but I can go back with my pencil point and cut through there. So now I've got this piece of watermelon on a flat surface from the rind. I can take 2 strokes that way and 2 strokes that way, and I've got these nice watermelon cubes. Let's do it again with this one. Like a pen or pencil, tracing the skin. There we go. Nice clean cut on that. 1, 2. 1, 2. Notice I don't have a big puddle of juice all over my cutting board. When you do it the other way, it's always this battle between the juice dripping off the side of the cutting board. Look at that, I'm getting pretty good with it. I left a little on there so I can go back and trace that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get the next one. Trace this way. I always like to cut off a flat surface. I think it's a lot safer to do, and I think I can control it a lot better. Plus, I'm not going to cut myself with my paring knife holding it like a pencil, as I might when I'm trying to use my big chef's knife to cut the watermelon boat, so to speak, out of the skin. And these last 2 end pieces, see, there's my proof. I tried to cut this horizontally, and look how much I left on the pith there, all right? So we'll take that and this way, okay? So there's the difference in the way that I cut a watermelon, and I wind up with all these really nice watermelon cubes. Oh, not polite to talk with your mouth full. But now that I have all these watermelon cubes, I simply bring the cutting board to the edge of the table, and I wipe the cubes into the container that I have. That's another time-saving trick for you. When I was a chef at the National Security Agency or at the large hospital that I was at, and we did production all day long, one of the things that we used to do is instead of picking up handfuls and putting it in the bowl or trying to scrape it up with your knife, bring your cutting board to the edge of the table and scrape things into the bowl with the cutting board. Here's the second part, and the thing that I discovered in Belize that just cooled down a 100-degree day, which was making my own watermelon juice. And there were so many stands and restaurants that I went to on the island that had these big chest coolers or chest freezers, and they would open it up and there'd be 5-gallon buckets of pineapple juice and papaya juice and mango juice, and watermelon juice was my favorite. So I've got my blender back here. And I have a serious blender because I do a lot of smoothies and stuff. So let's take our watermelon. Very simple, right in the blender. Lid on, power start, power off. I don't want to do it too much because watermelon is a very delicate fruit. I mean, I could really probably just mash it with a fork. One of the reasons I don't want to puree it too much is because I don't want to puree the seeds. I don't want the seeds getting in my drink. But then I will take a quart container like that, take the finest mesh strainer that I have. This is a double mesh strainer. Move my blender. And strain the juice so I don't get those pits. When I get a little bit more of the pulp, I'll take my spatula, rubber spatula, and work that in. Okay, keep pressing it through the strainer. Give it a little more. Nice. Oh my goodness, when it's 101 degrees outside, whether you're on a tropical island or you're in downtown Baltimore where it really gets hot, the sidewalk gets pretty hot, this is the type of thing that will cool you down. Now, this is wonderful just like it is, but if you got one of these laying around, a fermented bottle of sugar cane, which we commonly call rum on the islands, we'll take a little bit of that. Or not. You don't have to. You can just drink the watermelon juice. Add my watermelon juice. And I'll tell you what really sets it off is lime. Watermelon and lime. A squeeze of lime. I need to get a straw. But since I'm environmentally conscious, I don't use plastic straws anymore. I have my own reusable. You're going to think I'm nuts for this one. Here we go. My own reusable straw that we'll put in there. And to me, the fresh watermelon juice, the rum, and just a little bit tartness of lime, to me, takes away the temperature outside, whether wherever you are. In a downtown city, on a tropical island, it's one of the things that makes summer cooking so cool. And if you'd like to know my 5-step plan for cooling down your summer holidays, then you need to go to webcookingclasses.com. scorching.com/sun, because Summer Cooking is Cool is the class that's going on this week. It's a free class that you can sign up today, brand new class that I've created for you, and you can go through my 5-step plan for chilling down your holidays and figuring out how to cook, how to change, and what ingredients to find for great summer cooking. Make your cooking healthier, lighter, brighter, and more exciting for the summer by going to webcookingclasses.com/sun and registering for the next class. For me, I have got to put my feet up and enjoy my drink. And for now, it's Chef Todd Moore reminding you that there's a method to your cool summer cooking success. Bye, everyone.